There is a moment many older adults notice after age 75, and you have likely noticed it too. You go to push yourself up out of a chair the way you have done 1,000 times before, and for just a split second, your legs hesitate. They feel a little heavier than they used to. Or you stand up, take your first step, and there is a tiny wobble that was not there last year. Or maybe you reach across the kitchen counter for something, and your whole body sways in a way that catches you by surprise. None of it is dramatic. None of it sends you to the doctor. But you notice, and after a while, you start to wonder if this is just how it is going to be from now on. I want to tell you something honest. This is not the end of your strength, not even close. And the answer does not require a gym or a treadmill or any expensive equipment at all. It does not even require standing up. Because the chair you are sitting in right now, the one you have been pushing up out of for years, can actually become your training ground. The same chair that feels harder to escape lately can become the safest, most reliable tool you have for getting your strength and steadiness back. Today, I am sharing 5 seated exercises designed specifically for seniors over 75. This is for those who are brand new to exercise, returning after a long break, or who simply feel safest sitting down. Every move can be done from a sturdy chair. None of them require standing, none of them require equipment, and every single one includes a beginner version. So if it feels too hard, you have a softer way to start, that still works. There are no fitness levels to live up to here, no goals to hit by next week, just 5 movements you can do at your own pace in your own home, on your own schedule. And the 5th one we will cover, which is the most important of all, is something most seniors have never tried. It looks simple, it feels small, but it changes how your whole body feels in about a week. Stay with me through all 5 in order because they build on each other. The earlier moves prepare your body for the bigger payoff at the end. Let us start with number 5. The first exercise on our list is the seated march. And yes, I know that sounds almost too simple to count. Stay with me, because this is the move that wakes up the muscles in your legs, your hips, and your core all at once. These are the exact muscles that have been quietly going dormant from years of sitting more and walking less. And before we can do anything more challenging, we need to gently invite those muscles back into the conversation. Sit tall in a sturdy chair with both feet flat on the floor. Place your hands on your thighs. Lightly sit forward enough that your back is not pressing into the chair. Take a slow breath. Now slowly lift your right knee about 4 to 6 inches off the seat. It should look like you are taking a slow, exaggerated step while sitting. Hold the lifted position for just a moment. Then slowly lower your right foot back down. Now lift your left knee the same way. Keep it slow and controlled. That is 1 full march, right then left. Do 10 to 12 slow marches total. Rest for 30 seconds, then do another set of 10 to 12. Once or twice a day is plenty. Here are a few common mistakes to watch for. The first one is rushing. A fast march does not build any strength because momentum does the work instead of your muscles. Slow it way down. Each leg lift should take about 2 seconds up and 2 seconds down. The second mistake is leaning back into the chair while you march. Keep your back upright and your stomach gently held in. The third mistake is hiking your shoulders up toward your ears. Keep them relaxed and low. If this feels like too much, here is the easiest beginner version. Instead of lifting your knee, just lift your heel off the floor while keeping your toes down. Then lower it. Do that 1 leg at a time. That tiny motion still wakes up the leg muscles without asking your hip to do any heavy lifting. As you get stronger, progress to lifting your whole foot a little and eventually to the full knee lift described above. Everyone starts somewhere, and starting smaller is not starting wrong. A safety note: if you have had a recent hip or knee surgery, check with your doctor or physical therapist before adding seated marches. And if you ever feel sharp pain, not just muscle effort, stop the movement and rest. Soreness the next day is normal. Pain during the move is not. This move is for any senior whose legs feel weaker than they used to. It is for anyone whose walk has gotten slower over the past year, and folks who have not moved much lately and need a kind, no-pressure place to begin. It is also good for circulation, which means your legs may feel warmer and lighter after a few weeks of practice. Many seniors are pleasantly surprised by how much energy comes back into their legs from this one small daily habit. Let us roll the shoulders back and head into number 4, Number 4 is the seated shoulder blade squeeze with a gentle chin tuck. This is one move that does the work of two because it strengthens your upper back while also pulling your head and shoulders into a taller, more confident posture. After 75, posture is one of the quiet drivers of steadiness. A body that is collapsed forward at the shoulders has to fight gravity all day. A body that sits and stands tall does not have to fight at all. Sit upright in your chair, feet flat on the floor, hands resting on your thighs. Take a breath. Now, imagine you are trying to gently pinch a pencil between your shoulder blades. Slide your shoulder blades back and down like you are tucking them into your back pockets. At the same time, gently glide your head straight backward as if you are making a soft double chin. Do not tilt your chin up or down. Just slide your whole head back over your spine. Hold that double squeeze for 5 seconds, then fully release. That is 1 repetition. Do 8 to 10 repetitions slowly. Rest. Do another set of 8 to 10. Aim for this twice a day if you can. The most common mistake is hiking your shoulders up toward your ears as you squeeze. That is the opposite of what we want. The image to hold in your head is shoulders going down and back, not up. Another mistake is tilting the chin down toward the chest, which feels like a tuck, but actually shortens the neck. The motion is backward, like your head is sliding on a flat shelf. A third mistake is holding your breath. Breathe slowly the whole time. For the easiest beginner version, focus on just the chin tuck without the shoulder blade squeeze. Sit tall and gently glide your head back. Hold for 3 seconds. Release. Once that feels natural, add the shoulder blade squeeze on top. Doing one piece at a time is a perfectly reasonable way to learn this move. Some seniors take a full week on just the chin tuck before adding the second part, and that is exactly right. As you get stronger, you can progress by holding the squeeze longer, up to 10 seconds at a time, or by doing more repetitions. You can also do this exercise while watching television, while sitting at the kitchen table, or while waiting for a phone call. It fits anywhere. A safety note: if you have a history of neck problems, recent neck surgery, or if you have been told to be careful with your cervical spine, please check with your doctor before adding chin tucks. For everyone else, this is one of the gentlest ways to strengthen the muscles that hold you upright through the day. This exercise is wonderful for seniors whose shoulders have started curling forward. It is for anyone whose neck or upper back aches by the end of the day, and folks who notice they are sitting hunched in photos. It is also one of the most efficient moves on this list because it works on strength and posture at the same time. A small daily dose can quietly change the way your upper body carries itself through the day. Take a breath. Move number 3 works the part of your body most people forget. The third move on our list focuses on your lower legs, which means your calves, your shins, and your ankles. After 75, the small muscles in this area get quietly weak. And that weakness is often what creates the small wobble we talked about at the start. Strong ankles and calves are the foundation of steady standing and walking. And the beautiful thing is, you can work them powerfully without leaving your chair. The move is called seated heel and toe raises. Sit tall in your chair with both feet flat on the floor about hip width apart. Place your hands on your thighs. Now, keeping your toes on the floor, slowly lift both heels up as high as they comfortably go. You should feel the muscles in the back of your lower legs, your calves. Engage. Hold the lifted position for 2 seconds. Then, slowly lower your heels back down. Now, reverse it. Keep your heels on the floor and slowly lift your toes up as high as they comfortably go so your foot pivots on the heel. You should feel the muscles in the front of your shins working. Hold for 2 seconds. Lower. That heel lift plus toe lift is 1 full repetition. Do 10 slow repetitions. Rest. Do another set of 10. Aim for 2 sessions a day. A common mistake is rushing. This is a small motion, and going fast tells you the muscles are not being worked. Slow it down so you can actually feel the calves on the heel lift and the shins on the toe lift. Another mistake is leaning back in the chair and just bouncing the feet. Sit tall with your weight evenly distributed on both sitting bones. The motion should come from the lower leg muscles. A third mistake is doing too many too fast, especially when first starting. Your lower legs may cramp easily because they have not been worked in a long time. Pace yourself. A handful of slow repetitions with good form is better than 100 sloppy ones. For the easiest beginner version, do only the heel lifts to start and skip the toe lifts for the first week. Or do one foot at a time, instead of both feet together, which cuts the effort in half. As you get stronger, progress to both feet together and add the toe lift portion. Eventually, you can try this with your feet lifted off the floor slightly, which adds a small core challenge. Listen to your body around cramps. If your calf or shin cramps, stop. Gently shake out the leg and try again with fewer repetitions. Cramping in the early days is a sign the muscles are weak, not a sign you are doing it wrong. With regular practice, the cramping stops within a couple of weeks as the muscles wake back up. This move is gold for seniors whose ankles feel weak, anyone who has had a small stumble lately, and folks whose feet seem to drag a little when they walk. It also helps with circulation in the lower legs, which can ease that heavy, tired feeling at the end of a long day. The lower legs are also one of the easiest places to see real progress quickly. Within just 2 or 3 weeks of regular practice, most seniors notice their feet feel lighter when they walk. Their ankles feel more responsive when they shift their weight. On to number 2. Number 2 is the seated trunk rotation, and this is where we wake up your core. This is the network of muscles around your stomach, your sides, and your lower back that holds everything together. A strong core is the secret to feeling steady, because when your middle is firm, your arms and legs have a stable base to move from. When your middle is loose and weak, every step feels less certain. Sit tall in your chair with both feet flat on the floor, hip-width apart. Place your right hand on the outside of your left thigh, and let your left arm rest on the back of the chair or hang at your side, whichever feels more natural. Now, slowly twist your upper body to the left, gently using your right hand on your thigh as a soft guide. Do not yank and do not force. You should feel a gentle rotation through your middle, like your ribs are slowly turning over your hips. Hold the twist for 10 seconds, breathing slowly. Then slowly return to center. Switch sides. Right arm rests, left hand goes to the outside of your right thigh, and you slowly rotate to the right. Hold for 10 seconds. Return. Do 3 to 4 rotations on each side. Once a day is enough. Twice a day is better if you can fit it in. The most common mistake is rotating from your neck instead of your middle. The twist needs to come from your stomach and your ribs, not just your shoulders. A helpful image is to imagine a thin string running straight up your spine, and you are slowly wrapping your body around that string. Another mistake is rounding your back forward. Keep your spine tall and long the whole time, not slumped. A third mistake is using the hand on the thigh to crank yourself further into the twist. That hand is just a soft anchor, not a lever. The depth of the rotation should come from your own muscles, not from pulling. For the easiest beginner version, simply rotate your upper body without using your hand as a guide at all. Just sit tall and slowly turn to one side as far as comfortable. Hold, return, and switch. The hand guide is optional. As you get stronger and more comfortable with the movement, you can begin using the hand to gently support a slightly deeper rotation, but only if it feels good. For a safety note, if you have a history of spinal disc problems, recent back surgery, or any diagnosed spinal condition, please check with your doctor before adding rotation exercises. For most seniors, with the everyday stiffness that comes with age, this gentle twist is one of the most freeing moves you can give yourself. It works in a way standing rotations never could, because the chair holds your lower body still and lets the rotation happen exactly where it should, in your middle. This move is wonderful for seniors whose backs feel locked up after sitting for hours. It is for anyone who finds it hard to turn and look behind them when driving or walking, and folks who want a gentle way to stay limber through the middle of their body. Many seniors notice they can turn their head and shoulders more easily after just a week or two of consistent practice. That return of easy rotation makes everyday things like reaching for the seat belt, looking over your shoulder, and turning to greet someone feel natural again. And now, the move I have been waiting to share with you. The number one exercise on our list is the seated single leg lift and hold. And I'm going to tell you right up front, this one is the small revelation I promised at the start. Most seniors have never tried this. It looks like an easy move. It feels like a quiet move, but it directly trains the deep core and hip stabilizers that keep you upright when you stand, walk, and reach. And it does all of that while you sit perfectly safe in your chair. Sit tall in your sturdy chair with both feet flat on the floor. Place your hands lightly on the seat of the chair on either side of your hips for stability if you would like, or rest your hands on your thighs, whichever feels steady. Take a slow breath. Now, slowly lift your right foot about 4 to 6 inches off the floor and hold it there. Do not extend your legs straight. Do not kick, just hold the foot up. Here is the trick. While the foot is lifted, sit as tall as you can and feel how your stomach and your sides quietly engage to keep your body steady on the chair. That subtle, quiet work is exactly what we are after. Hold the foot up for 10 seconds, breathing slowly, then slowly lower it back to the floor. Switch sides, lift the left foot, hold for 10 seconds, lower. Do 3 to 5 holds per leg once or twice a day. The whole exercise takes less than 5 minutes. Common mistakes can rob this move of its power. The biggest one is gripping the chair so hard that your arms do all the work. Your hands should be a light safety anchor, not a brace. If your arms are working harder than your middle, ease off the grip. The second mistake is leaning to the opposite side as you lift. If you lift your right foot and lean left, you're cheating gravity instead of training your body to balance against it. Stay centered, even if it means lifting the foot less high. A third mistake is holding your breath through the 10-second hold. Breathe slowly and steadily the entire time. Holding your breath tightens everything and works against the steady, controlled engagement we want. For the easiest beginner version, lift your foot only 1 or 2 inches off the floor and hold for just 3 to 5 seconds at first. That smaller, shorter version still trains the same stabilizing muscles, just gentler. As you get stronger, progress to higher lifts, longer holds, and eventually try the move with your hands resting on your thighs instead of the chair seat, which makes it harder. The most advanced version is to lift one foot, slowly extend the leg straight out in front of you, hold for a second, bend the knee back, and lower the foot. But save that for weeks down the road. Listen carefully to your body during this one. A little muscle effort is good. Sharp pain, dizziness, or feeling unsteady in the chair is a sign to stop. If you have heart conditions, vertigo, or recent falls, please talk to your doctor before adding any balance work, even seated balance work. Safety comes first, always. This move is the revelation because it teaches your body the same skill it uses to stay upright when you stand, walk to the kitchen, or turn around in the bathroom. Within a week of doing this every day, most seniors say their balance feels noticeably better. The chair, oddly enough, becomes the place they train their standing steadiness, and that is the magic of it. You can be too tired, too achy, or too unsteady to do balance work standing up, but you can almost always do it sitting safely in your chair. The training still works. So, there it is. 5 gentle, beginner-friendly seated exercises that build full body strength and steadiness from the ground up. The seated march to wake up your legs. The shoulder blades squeeze with chin tuck to strengthen your posture. The heel and toe raises to firm up your lower legs and ankles. The trunk rotation to wake up your core. And finally, the single leg lift and hold. The small revelation that trains your standing balance while you sit safely in a chair. Start slow. Pick one move today, the one that feels most doable. Do that one for a few days, then add another. Within 2 weeks, you can have all 5 woven into a short daily routine that takes 15 minutes or less. That is it. The chair you have been escaping for years can become the place you rebuild your strength, one small, steady repetition at a time. It is not magic. It will not happen overnight, but it is real and it is yours to keep. Now, we want to hear from you. Which everyday moment makes you feel weakest or most unsteady? Whether it is getting up from a chair, walking to the kitchen, or climbing stairs. And which of these 5 seated moves are you going to try first? Share your experiences and opinions in the comments below. We love to hear them. If this video helped, please give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend who needs it, and subscribe for more senior health insights that actually work. Thanks for watching.